November 7th, Tim Bradley is fighting Brandon Rios. And what I find so appealing, well, let's digress. After the Vargas and Vargas Bradley fight, after the press conference, I was walking with Joel Diaz and Tim Bradley. Coincidentally, we parked in the same area and we're walking. And I said, Joel Diaz, uh, when Timothy Bradley gonna get a cupcake fight? You know? And I said, no more. I told Joel Diaz, no more wars. And he said, it's not me, it's Tim. And prior to that, I asked Tim, does he have any concerns about the beating he's been taking in his fights, although he's only lost one fight. Even in his wins, because he doesn't knock people out, he has to, regardless if he wins, he has to go 12 rounds. And I asked Tim, uh, do you have any concerns about the swelling in your face back-to-back fights, about your vitality? And he says, absolutely, he has concerns. I posted the video so you guys can go back down and time code it. But my concern with Timothy Bradley is, um, I don't know anyone who's not a Tim Bradley fan. Even if you're a Brandon Rios fan, you're a Timothy Bradley fan when he's not fighting Brandon Rios or whoever he's fighting, because he appears to do everything the right way. But my issue is how Bradley has to win his fights, and how is that going to have an effect on him after he retires when he's 45 and 50 years old. This is not, I'm not predicting by any means, but I just I just fear one day, um, we're gonna wake up and hear Timothy Bradley had a seizure, brain hemorrhaging, because he doesn't have the power to knock people out. However, he has the talent to beat you. And when you have to go 12 rounds every single time you fight, and you don't mind exchanging, which Timothy Bradley has proven, um, I adamantly believe Provodnikov took rounds off of Tim Bradley's career. I think the 12th round against Vargas took rounds off his career, because when your brain shakes, uh, it has 100% memory, and once you begin to lose your equilibrium, whenever you get hit, I believe your brain goes to that off balance stage. It doesn't set itself, because it's like you're stretching the elasticity. So there's more cushion for your brain to shake, 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 shake every time you get hit. That's why the later in your career, when you take those beatings, they last longer, and your equilibrium is off. You guys have seen it many times, like Roy Jones. Once Roy Jones got flatlined against Glenn Johnson and Tarver, you can see there wasn't a knockdown and a chance for him to get up, and he was off balance, unconscious, shaking convulsively. Um, you're really never the same person. So I just I don't want Tim Bradley to obviously retire. He's definitely not ready to retire if he just hired a new trainer. But in between fights, like most fighters do, I mean, Tim Bradley probably has his last 8 fights probably has been amazing. Let's see. Pacquiao, Marquez, Pacquiao twice, Marquez, Provodnikov, Vargas, Diego Chavez. Uh, I know there's some that I'm missing, but you guys get the point that I'm making. Every time Tim Bradley steps in the ring, it's a war. And it's a war because of his style of fighting, and he lacks knockout power. Now, is he one of the most enjoyable fighters to watch? Absolutely. Is he one of the most visually pleasing boxers you ever want to see? Absolutely. He probably has the best abs in the business. Um, but I just have my issues. Brandon Rios is going to stand in the middle of the ring and slug it out. And in the 7th round, Tim Bradley is going to be like, I'm tired of moving. I'm going to slug it out with Brandon Rios. But the exception is Brandon Rios has knockout power. Timothy Bradley has slow you down power. So it's just I just thought I'll put it out there. Let me know what you guys think. But it's a winnable fight for Timothy Bradley, but it has to go 12 rounds for him to win. I don't think he can knock out or stop Brandon Rios just because of his boxing makeup and boxing pedigree. So let me know what you guys think. I'm curious to see how is Teddy Atlas going to turn him into a Floyd Mayweather, which I would suggest in terms of boxing styles. So we'll just have to wait and see. But let me know what you guys think about Tim Bradley's career. I know you guys love watching him fight, and let me know if a part of you think that he's taking too much punishment even though he wins. Because every time in the later rounds, if you go back to Pacquiao, Marquez, Provodnikov, remember when he took the stand in 8, rounds 9 through 12, Timothy Bradley takes punishment that he should not take. He should be boxing heavy and slugging less. And I just have my concerns. I don't want to wake up one day and Timothy Bradley's having seizures at 42, and he's living a post-boxing inferior lifestyle in a wheelchair, can't walk, can't talk, because we all know what happens when you're in consecutive wars. His brain is still swollen from Diego Chavez because of the 12th round that he had with Fernando Vargas. And you say that might just be one shot, but all you need is one shot, and the brain remembers everything. So if you need an example, look at another great example. Remember, Jesse Vargas doesn't have punching power. His knockouts are in the single digits. I think it was 11 fights in a row where he hasn't had a knockout. But if you look at Robert the Ghost Guerrero, Keith Thurman knocked him down in the 9th round, I believe, 8th or 9th round. I was at the fight, 8th or 9th round. And then he steps in the ring with Aaron Martinez. And if not for the bell, he was out on his feet earlier in that fight, 3rd or 4th round, I believe. I don't know exact round, but I was at that fight as well. And he was out on his feet, and he was dragging his feet to his corner. And Aaron Martinez has no power. If you look at his record, he's not a knockout artist, and but you can see how long it takes the brain to, for lack of a better term, de-swell. and I asked Robert Guerrero's dad. I said, Robert Guerrero, do you have any concerns about the swelling in your son's head? He says, absolutely, I do. And you can check my timeline. That video was up. And he says, absolutely. So just think how long it takes for your brain to swell. I mean, for the swelling to go down in your brain. And I don't believe that completely his brain has completely de-swelled. I don't know if that's a word, but for this conversation, I'll use it. And Robert Guerrero, Timothy Bradley, I worry about him. I think in your later years, you can't fight 3 and 4 times a year, maybe maximum twice, and you got to maximize it. You know, one big fight, one journeyman, one big fight, one journey. I think after the age of 32, you know, where you got to start being judicious and when you're supposed to fight and stay in training, and not unless you've had a career like Floyd Mayweather, who doesn't take any punishment, you know. But let me know what you guys think. Barbershop Conversations. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about Timothy Bradley's career and how he wins. And also Robert the Ghost Guerrero. The last 2 fights of Robert the Ghost Guerrero, he's shown glimpses of brain still swollen. But let me know what you guys think. Barbershop Conversations. Appreciate you guys' support. The next fight, big fight I'll be at is Matisse post-sale October 3rd. So I'll be giving you guys coverage on that. And I'm going to start doing some NFL stuff because I know you guys are like me, sitting in front of the TV from 9 a.m. until Sunday Night Football or Chris Collinsworth. But Barbershop Conversations, appreciate you guys' support, and I look forward to bringing you guys some more boxing content and future football content. I appreciate you guys. Bye.